Your ability to be that sensuous, sexually confident, wild, alive, present woman has actually nothing to do with your man, your boo, your fiance, your husband, whatever you want to call them, making you feel safe. Because if you yourself do not have the skill to be able to listen to your own cues, your internal cues that something feels off, if you yourself aren't able to create the mood for yourself, rearrange the room the way you need to, set the lighting the way that you need to, fill yourself up the way that you need to, prepared during the day, just emotionally and mentally. If you don't have a pre-sex presence practice that you know, okay, like if I'm feeling a little bit off, but I am trying to I know what I can do, then that's really all that matters at the end of the day. Because it's not that we need our partners to make us feel safe. At the end of the day, that's not really the whole point. And that's not actually the fear. The fear of being sexually open and sensual and free and liberated and reclaiming your sexuality and being in the bedroom fully present and raw and being all of who you are, the real fear is that you yourself don't have the ability to protect yourself in those moments. You fear that you're going to revert to being that little child again that was just there being used, who couldn't speak up for themselves, who couldn't say no, who couldn't say stop, who couldn't just get up and move. You're afraid that you have not done the work to build up your internal skill, to set up your boundaries and actually assert them and execute them. That's the real fear here. So it doesn't matter if they don't create safety or if they could create safety, because they are already a safe partner and we still feel unsafe and we sometimes still have sex with them. So is the real conundrum here that our partners don't make us feel safe? Or is it that we don't know or we don't trust that we are actually gonna be the adult in the room for ourselves, that we're not gonna go in and revert into a sexually wounded child, but that we ourselves can trust ourselves to put a stop to whatever needs to be put a stop to, shift whenever something needs to be shifted, and not abandon ourselves when it really, really matters. So yeah, like the safety is not on them. The safety is on us. And if you learn how to create that for yourself, not just in the bedroom, if you start outside of the bedroom, small cues, understanding what your no's are, understanding what your maybes are, understanding exactly that internal shifts, and then practicing, like executing them, practicing acting on those soft impulses in more low risk situations, then when you're in the bedroom, when it feels a little bit more high risk, you're able to have more of that muscle memory. It's not that huge of a lift, and you'll be less likely to abandon yourself in the bedroom.